What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the quartering, powering through the flu to work here for you. It stinks. As careful as I could have been over the holidays, and it still got me, boys. But hopefully you'll appreciate that I still came to work by leaving a like on the video. Now, on Friday, maybe the most viral video I've ever seen, like organically viral, at least news related, was YouTuber Nick Shirley, well, independent investigator, really. I feel like that's a better title than, YouTuber. I'm a YouTuber. I'm reacting to his work. He released a 42-minute video on X, which is like, unheard of because people don't stay on X for hour-long videos. And he was able to uncover $110 million in Somali fraud in Minnesota in just a single day. This video has 113.2 million impressions, 550,000 likes, 120,000 bookmarks, 203,000 retweets. Absolutely massive. Now, I don't know how many views, because again, these are impressions. Twitter calls them views, but that's actually not true. But certainly it's within the realm of possibility that this video has 10 to 15 million views on X, of all places. And you see, Alex Jones coming in, Nick, people like you are saving the country. Good job. And some of this stuff was absolutely bonkers. Oh, I don't have the audio going. Sorry. Let's go back to this.
Hello, we'd like to ask where the money's going.
Oof.
What do you guys think about the fraud that's taking place here in Minnesota?
No comment.
I don't think anybody is enabling fraud to happen.
Hold Governor Walz accountable for this.
What was this money spent on? 1.26 million. What was that money spent on? There aren't any kids.
Answer the question. Are there children? There's no children inside this building.
Potentially the largest fraud scandal in U.S. history is taking place in Minnesota, as literally billions of dollars have been funneled through Somali-ran fraudulent businesses. So much fraud, it could actually almost replace the entire GDP of Somalia.
I mean, Democrats got scammed by a people whose nation has an IQ of 68. 68. Some of these numbers in these daycares, and obviously if you haven't seen Nick's video, watch the entire thing. I'm not going to do the thing on YouTube where I play the whole thing and I'm like, wow, interesting. I'm going to talk more about the fallout and what's been happening. Hey, Haki. Some of these Somali fraudsters are so hilarious, like hilariously blatant, it's going to make you roll your eyes. Here's Eric Daughtry showing multiple corrupt Minnesota judges are under fire now for dismissing a flurry of recent Somali fraud cases. They're all white liberal women. White liberal women are destroying the West. I mean, it's quite frankly, prove me wrong. Maybe Crowder could set up a table. Justin, has been revealed that the phone number for Minnesota's Sweet Angel Childcare simply goes directly to the office of Tim Walz. They don't even try to hide it. FBI gives an update on daycare accused of $4 million in taxpayer fraud as Cash with a C. Patel said it's just the tip of the iceberg and vows to follow the money to protect children. This is never about children. They just use the kids as their front. These daycares never had any kids in them. And they were getting millions and millions and millions of dollars from the Minnesota taxpayers. Lengthy post on X on Sunday, Patel said the FBI has long been aware of fraud allegations in the state and threatened actions against perpetrators. Yeah, nice tweet, go do something. Nice tweet, go do something. Actually do something about it. Go do something about it. I'm sick and tired of the tweets. Go do something about it. Go storm Tim Walz's house and remove him from office. Certainly you'd have probable cause. Footage of the facility featuring the misspelled sign as Quality Learning Center instead of Learning Center sparked outrage among lawmakers and allegations state authorities allowed the largest fraud in U.S. history to go unchecked. The alleged daycare fraud was the latest in a series of misuses of public money uncovered in just Minnesota, by the way. What about the other 49 states? including massive lockdown-era scheme involving the federally funded nonprofit group Feeding Our Future. At least 78 people, 72 of which were Somali, have been charged in connection with the illicit plot. On Sunday, Kash Patel announced that the FBI was already surging personnel and investigative resources to Minnesota even before the alleged daycare fraud came to light. Dude, Kash, shut up. Shut up, Kash. What he's really saying there is, oh, we're not just reacting to Nick Shirley's investigative reporting. We were already going to do this. We were already going to do this. Guys, don't worry. We didn't get caught with our pants down again, like a homeless Redditor finding the Brown University shooter. No, we were already on this. Yeah, okay, Kash, shut up and arrest somebody. All right? Stop tweeting. Stop having the Secret Service or FBI agents drive your stupid girlfriend's drunk friends home and go arrest somebody. All right? Then we'll talk about how you were on it. Prosecutors now allege that most of the meals intended for low-income children during the lockdowns never even existed. And instead, the taxpayer money went to luxury homes, cars, jewelry, and real estate abroad. Oh, and Terry's, too, by the way. You know, and Terry's. Of course, Governor Tim Walz getting absolutely crushed, saying nobody should have to make the decision between a paycheck and taking their child to the doctor. Dear Minnesota, just go to a Somalian doctor. Your paycheck already paid for it. You know, 14,000 comments, 4,000 likes. This guy was a couple thousand votes away from being the vice president of the United States. These people aren't even trying to keep it a secret. Thousands of people now in Minnesota are calling for Governor Tim Walz to resign, accusing him of incompetence and alleging misconduct. Well, yeah. Obviously, if it wasn't on incompetence, it was on purpose, because they need those Somali votes. You let the Somalis defraud the state, then they vote for your Democrat leaders. J.D. Vance writes, this dude has done far more for useful journalism than any of the winners of the 2024 Pulitzer Prizes. I replied, hey, maybe you guys should put someone in jail. It's nothing against, I like these people. I voted for these people. But can we get somebody in jail, please? Anybody? All I'm asking for is a shred of action. Here's a 2-minute clip.
I knocked on the door, and to my surprise, somebody actually answered the door.
Hello? Can we speak? I would like to check a child in the daycare.
Why?
Can I speak to a manager? Where can I get paperwork to file for my son? I wanted to put my son Joey in daycare.
And after a few questions, the lady went silent.
Looks like little Joey Shirley ain't going daycare
Oh,
here.
no.
And now where are we going?
Now we're going to Sweet Angel Child Care.
We're in the middle of a strip mall here inside of this neighborhood.
In fiscal year 2025, this facility, which has its license for 74 kids, was paid $1.26 million in tax money. And there are no kids, and all the facilities are the same way, all of them.
Let's see if anyone opens.
Yeah, let's see.
Once again, I try to find a spot for my son Joey.
You notice how they have all the windows blocked
Open the
out?
door.
I want to put my son Joey in daycare. Cuz I need a spot to put my son Joey.
Yes.
Is this your daycare center?
No, I work there. What's happened?
I just want to put a child in daycare, but all the daycare centers seem to be closed. No
He
one's
looks right at the
opening
camera.
doors.
You work here?
I was, yeah. What's
I
happened?
was?
Where are the kids?
Yeah?
It says it's licensed for 74 children. Right here, state of Minnesota. Where are the kids? They
Yeah.
got paid $1.26 million
Uh-oh.
in fiscal year 2025. It says they have a capacity for 74 children.
When? No, when?
Where are the kids? Right here. State of Minnesota website.
Uh-oh. So, the single most damning expose ever produced by an independent journalist, I'd say any journalist. Nick Shirley exposed over $100 million in Minnesota Somali fraud funneled through fake daycares and healthcare fronts. He covered quality learning centers spelled wrong, license for 99 kids, $2 million abandoned, $4 million in 2025. Future Leaders Early Learning Center, license for 90 kids, $7 million over 2 years, completely empty. Mako and Mini Childcare, license for 120 kids, $4.6 million in taxpayers over 3 years. ABC Learning Center, 40 kids, $3 million over 3 years, inactive. Centers traced back to the same people, put into a coordinated operation of fake services. Staff refused questions and couldn't explain where any of the kids were. One of the buildings alone had 22 healthcare or autism service entities registered in just the same building. One day, over 110 million in taxpayer payments tied to the locations he visited. The video had already surpassed 40 million views and continues to climb. Government officials are taking notice, with even Elon Musk calling for Tim Walz's prosecution. Well, these people won't go to jail. But this is obviously a front to get Somali votes, at least in my opinion. I don't know, but I know. BOMBSHELL Learning Center has no children inside. I mean, $1.9 million. They can't put. I mean, this was all one of the largest fraud discoveries in American history. Why were child and adult care centers in Minnesota maxing out donations to a Somali candidate in Washington? How about this? Why was the only person who was standing up against this fraud assassinated? You want to go dark? Remember when a Tim Walz appointee took the life of the only lawmaker who tried to stop the fraud in Minnesota? Could they be related? Certainly possible. Ilhan Omar's hubby's $30 million firm quietly scrubs names from website as squad member faces mounting questions on sudden wealth amid Minnesota welfare fraud. The Somalis came here and they stole hundreds of millions of dollars from taxpayers. They didn't care. There was and Democrats let them do it because they wanted their votes. Sorry, I'm really fighting, guys. It's as simple as that. I hope you're informed by this video. If you were, please do leave a like on it. If you haven't yet, please subscribe or follow down below, and we'll talk to you again real soon.